Alright, well, it is opening day here in Nebraska. We're actually avoiding the floodwaters. We're driving through Kansas and then we're cutting up north because the highway we usually take is under about 4 foot of water right now. Nebraska's having record floods and it's not good for most of the state. But our farm is actually on the bluffs of the river, so all the birds should be pushed up there. It's bad for a lot of other people, but it might actually be good for us for hunting. But just made it back from Florida. We got out of there early this morning, had a couple flights, and then I just met the guys about 30 minutes ago, and we are on the road. I think we're gonna make it in time tonight to go get a couple hours setup in. We're gonna go sit in some couple really good spots where if we don't kill one, we're gonna get something roosted for sure. And we got beautiful weather tomorrow and then really warm weather the next day, but it's gonna be really windy and then kind of maybe some thunderstorms and whatnot coming in the next couple of days. But I think we're definitely gonna do good out here. We haven't had this good of weather for the opener in a long time. Usually it's 30 degrees and snowing and we still have good hunts. So I'm hoping this year we're gonna actually do something and we're gonna knock a couple down. We're gonna be out here for 6 days and we're all gonna have tags. It's me and Anson in one blind, Jake and Jim in the other, and then Austin is coming out on Wednesday night, and I'm hoping by the time he gets here we've got 1 or 2 birds dead. So it's gonna be a fun ride. These next 6 days I'm hoping is gonna be a great start to our turkey season here in the Midwest, so stay tuned and we're gonna be in a blind in Nebraska soon.
All right, well, we just got into Fall City and we're gonna go check out the farm right now to see if we can get up and find some birds. If we can get on them tonight, that'd be great. If not, we'll roost them and get in on them in the morning. So we got rainbow bikes and a Ranger, so we're all ready to go.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Thanks, fellas.
Hey, you got a chair?
Yeah, we're gonna grab them. They're out of the blind. Good luck. Just remember, you guys let me kill a bird first. Me and Jim, the pies are going in your guys' faces.
All right. Let's just ride together up to the top and then we'll split.
Don't miss, because we won't.
All right. See ya.
And we're off. First go at the 2019 turkey tour for me and Jim. That's what I've been waiting for. See if we can't get it going. Catch up these guys with these Rambo bikes.
Here we go. It's been a train wreck so far, but that's normal. They're dropping us off. We're walking about 400 yards and they're gonna go set up in a different spot. So hopefully the next time you see me, one of us will have a bird dead. Good luck.
Well, we got to our spot and the turkeys were already there. And then a bunch of deer kind of messed us up. So we're gonna get back over where we thought we were gonna go and just kind of hold out and see if there's any other birds in the area. If not, Wyatt thinks he knows where the birds went. We'll try to set back up on them in the morning. All right, well, we just got set up. On the way in, we saw a bunch of deer and then they scooted across the field. And when they did that, we noticed some birds in the field we were going in, and they scattered. There's probably, we know, 2 longbeards for sure, and a bunch of hens. And they kind of just flew down into this bottom, and we can still hear them down there. So hopefully they move back up this hill, and we get a shot. So
So far we've yet to hear a bird, but it's a little cold. It's about 50 degrees. But our main focus kind of this evening was to hopefully get them to gobble on the roost, find out where they are for tomorrow. But if we get a couple birds to come in, we'll consider that a bonus. DSDs are looking good in the sunset, so we are locked and ready to rock. All we need is a turkey sacrifice.
That we think we saw coming in came in, but they stayed out about 40 yards. I made a shot and I let them just a little bit, and well, I missed, but they didn't want to commit to the decoys and they were really spooky, so we still hear birds down there, so hopefully some more birds come out. We hear a hen calling off to the right, and those two birds worked their way to the left.
Can't stop the fun. Guess who's getting fine face? Man. Alright, so me and Jim came in here, no gobbles, nothing. And I just started talking to him about what we was gonna do tomorrow morning. You know, I was kind of feeling down and out. And all of a sudden we hear a spit and a drum. And then he came right in. Matter of no time, just like it worked. Not too aggressive. He didn't want to attack the decoy, and I was itching to get hair off, so I could have waited a little longer, but you can't beat that. Jim is now on the up to hunt in the morning, and turkey season 2019 is off to a good start.
Alright, well, we're getting out of here. The sun's down. I think it's a little after 7:30. We had an exciting hunt since we've got here, and we haven't been here 2 hours, so about an hour in, Jake killed one. I was starting to think that we were a little early when we got here, just seeing that huge flock and then not hearing anything gobble, but Jake's bird never gobbled, I guess, and he just heard him spitting and drumming. He came in decoys and headshot him, so I guess if they don't gobble, that's fine as long as they come in. Me and Anson had them two come out, but they just weren't in the right mood. And kind of glad we did see them tonight, because now we know we don't want to mess with them. We probably would have came here in the morning and had that same thing happen if they wouldn't have came out tonight. So we're going to relocate. We got a long walk, and we're going to go try to get something else to gobble so we have another option in the morning. So pretty exciting. First night, Jake's on the board. Pretty excited for him. We got 6 more days. All right, well, Anson and I got out of our blind and came up here to this high point. This is the highest spot on the farm, and we can hear a lot of ground from here. And right as we were walking up, I heard birds gobble way off in the distance here to the south. And they didn't gobble again for a little bit, but I've been sitting here hooting at him, and finally he gobbled again, and I got him pinpointed to where he's at. So that's where Anson and I are going to be in the morning regardless. Jake and Jim had another bird gobbling, I guess, after Jake killed his. But I love that spot over there. There hasn't been any birds hanging out in it in the last few years, but apparently there's some over there this year. And I know right where he's at, and there's a perfect spot to go set up in the morning, so pretty excited. Think I might hear Jake and them coming right now. We're gonna get a look at Jake's bird.
So, boys, how was the hunt?
We got one gobbling. I know where we're going in the morning.
I bet there's 10 birds in that field, over in that timber over there.
I know. I heard it. Yeah, that's
Guess
where we're
what?
going in the morning.
We have 2 birds roosted for Jim in the morning, 100 yards from our blind. So
Really?
we just left everything. Seen them on the way out, but they didn't spook. Hopefully they'll stay there.
Nice.
We was
Congrats,
in the
man.
blind for 10 minutes.
So were we.
Yeah.
If our birds would have came in, I mean, right after you guys pulled off, about a flock of 50 of them take off flying. The only ones that didn't fly were the gobblers. They walked into the timber, so we snuck up there. We're setting up the decoys. I can hear them walking in the leaves. So I'm crawling out there, put it up, get in the blind, got the slate call out, called a couple times. All of a sudden, crunch, 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 walking right at us. They come right up out of the timber, look at us. They were 2-year-olds. They were all scared, and they walked off.
We didn't even know he was here. When you seen them 50 birds and stuff, we were sitting there and I was like, man, well, tomorrow we'll go sit by a wheat field. And it was like, not even, give or take a minute. I was like, I just heard a spit and then I heard him drum. And I was like, was that a drum? He's like, yeah, it was. I was
right
like,
there.
all right.
Right
and it was
there.
like 30 seconds. He's right. I was like, there he is. I was like, it's a big bird. He just came in and he wasn't real aggressive. He just,
yeah.
Right underneath
it.
We were sitting to the right. He came in between us and the tree stand.
So he
And he came back, and he went behind it, right in front of Tacticam. And he turned around. As soon as he turned at me, I drew, and I was like, Jim, you on him? He didn't even have out yet, and I was already straight through the wall. Well, we couldn't have asked for a better day one here in Nebraska to kick it off. Anson got a shot at a bird, but it was a little far, and it just didn't connect. And it was 5 or 10 minutes right after that, this guy came in. And Jim got some awesome footage of me shooting him. He didn't gobble to us at all. He's real mute, and we just heard him spitting and drumming. And just like that, it was on. It took him just a matter of seconds to get down there. Put a good, perfect headshot on him. We've got tons of birds fired up on the farm. Wyatt and Anson have a really good spot to go tomorrow. Me and Jim got 2 birds roosted for him tomorrow. Might even double up there. So to kick it off for the first day, said, couldn't ask for anything better. WYATT had an awesome hunt down in Florida. Him and Jay finally hit their Grand Slam, so congrats to them. As for us, we're going to keep on shooting.
Congrats, man. Day 2 tomorrow.
Day 2.